Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this video, we will look at how to create a chatbot that interacts with a local LLM. I have listed down the steps in my repo, and the link to this repo I will provide that in the description. So no need to worry for the steps and the commands. So for this particular application, we will be making use of three main things. The first one will be Olama. Olama is a platform that helps us to run LLMs locally on our machine. Second is we will use two particular models of on Olama. The first one will be Llama 3 and another will be Mistral. In case you don't know how to do this, I have created one more video and I'll give the link to that video in the description. So the third thing that we will be using is software called as a Streamlit. Streamlit is used to build the front end of this particular chat app, and Streamlit is a Python framework which is easy to set up and deploy applications. So now that we know what all to install, let's get started. First things first, we want to check if we have a Python version. Just check that with Python hyphen hyphen version. If you have anything above 3.8, that should be good. Next thing is we want to install the Streamlit software, so we can do that with pip install Olama Streamlit. So this particular command installs Streamlit on your machine. We can verify the installation with Streamlit command, and it should give us the commands which we can run using Streamlit. So once we have this Streamlit installed, we can go ahead and create Python application. We can create a simple uh, .py file. And what I do is I'll go ahead and paste the code that we will use for this particular video. You can use this code from my GitHub repository. So rather than typing the code, I can spend the time on explaining the code. So let's start by seeing what is in the code. So the first thing is that we want to import the libraries. We want to import the Olama libraries, and also we will be importing Streamlit as ST. And then we want to give a title to our application. We For this particular chatbot, we will call it as Olama Python chatbot. And then we can initialize the messages here. Then we can initialize this particular messages. This initial messages is used to store the chat history, and we will choose which model we want to interact with this. If you remember, we have already installed two particular LLMs, which is Llama 3 and Mistral, and we will then go ahead and so what we will do is in this line we will go ahead and initiate the chat with the model that we have selected. Because we will have a drop down and we will see the two LLMs that we have installed. Then we'll also depending on the role, it can be either or assistant. We will want to generate the stream of messages, and that's it from the code point of view. This particular chat application will retain the chat history as well as return to the prompts accordingly. So let's see this particular application in action. So we can go ahead and run this using Streamlit. We will use Streamlit run chatbot, and this should run web application. So the application looks something like this. So remember, we had given a title. The title appears here, and we have two models. We can select either Llama or Mistral. I will For this particular video, I will be interacting with this particular chatbot in Llama. So let's see with a simple prompt how the LLM responds. Let's say hi, and this is a fairly simple generic command or the prompt, and and the model should give a simple answer. So it does take time. It does take time to generate the response. So yeah, here is the response to the simple hi prompt from the Llama 3 model. So yeah, let's try something interesting. We will use a prompt engineering technique called as a persona pattern. We will try to give this particular model a character, which means that we will ask the model to behave in a certain way, and we should receive or we should get back the answer in certain behavior, in certain tone and certain behavior. So let's try that. So let's try to give this particular model a persona of astronomer. So here is the prompt. So in this prompt, I am naming the chatbot as Dr. Cosmos. He or she is a renowned astronomer with a 20 years of experience. I've also included less than 30 words because I want to keep the response short and concise for the video. Let's get started. So here is the response, and from now on, the scope of this particular model will be specific to the space and astronomy. We can address this particular model as Dr. Cosmos, and also we can ask uh, relevant questions uh, related questions for astronomy or planets, etc. So let's ask Dr. Cosmos a simple question. So, Dr. Cosmos, tell us how far is Sun from Earth? So, so the model will now respond to Dr. Cosmos. So, so here is the answer for that. So now let's ask something interesting. We will ask Dr. Cosmos, what is the difference between optical and radio telescopes? Let me say that I want it to be less than 30 words. So here is the response to the difference between optical and radio telescopes from Dr. Cosmos. So that's it, guys. So in this video, we saw how to create a simple chatbot using Streamlit, and then we gave the chatbot a persona, and we asked some interesting questions on what on astronomy and spaces. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one. Cheers.